Hey guys, welcome back to Mental Health with Mel. In this video, I kind of just want to talk about something that I had a talking to about in therapy. I went to therapy yesterday and I was told that I am starting to backslide. Love that for me. Backsliding is basically just the beginning of you going into maybe like a manic spiral, or not even necessarily having to do with your bipolar, but just maybe destructive tendencies, impulses, things like that. So I wanted to address those today. Basically, I bought this camera, obviously. I love it. She's so cute and fun. I got this camera and I'm absolutely in love with it, and I don't regret buying it at all, but I had been waiting months to get it, and then I decided to go ahead and impulsively get it when I did not have a job. I do have savings. I am well off with my savings, but there was no need for the camera. So that was like step one of impulsive decisions. And then I wanted to address like the New York trip. I thought maybe that was an impulse, but because I traveled with my frequent flyer miles, so I didn't pay for that, and I had transportation to and from the airport, I didn't really have to worry about spending money. I did spend money while I was there, but the trip itself was not impulsive because I thought about where I was going to stay, how much it was going to cost, it wasn't going to set me back that much, things like that. But the camera was completely impulsive. And this was a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to say it was recent. It was a couple weeks ago when I got the camera, but that was probably the first sign that I was backsliding. Now, I want to address why that's going on. So backsliding basically happens when you don't have structure. And right now, since I'm not working, I am applying for work, but I am not working. I am backsliding because I don't have a routine or structure in my life. Kind of just wake up, I have lots of energy, lots of time, and when you have lots of time and energy, it's difficult for you to actually do something productive because you don't really have anything to do, like go to work and burn off all that energy. So you end up making some decisions that seem kind of rash or impulsive. So for me, I know like school was a big factor in why I wanted to stop working and just try and have some more time to focus on it. Well, now I have so much time that I'm still completing my homework in a rush because I can't concentrate enough every day to go ahead and do my homework because I have no structure, no boundaries, and no like real goals for a day. That was one of the things we addressed, as well as my impulsive spending. I needed to maybe get a prepaid like Visa gift card or something and give myself a budget for a week or for the month and keep the money in there, and once it runs out, you can't go over it. I definitely am going to be sitting down and doing that because I have been spending a little bit more out of control than normal. Normally, my spending and impulses are more like I'm going to paint something and it's going to cost me $2 to go to the dollar store to get the little tablecloths or whatever for my floor, and I'm just going to start painting. So it's like a cheap impulse, but a camera that cost a significant amount of money was a more expensive impulse, and we want to try and steer clear of that. In my next video, I will be making a video of like me going through my day, trying to go ahead and set a routine, going ahead and planning out my week, like school week, and trying to give myself a budget of how much I can spend. So I'm gonna go into all of that in my next video as well, just to kind of help you guys see like how I am trying to correct that. We all struggle with this. Humans struggle with it. We don't want to have structure, but we crave structure at the same time. Like once we have this structure, we want to rebel against it, and that's such a human thing. And mostly someone with bipolar or some other mental health disorders, like it's very difficult for us. I know for me, I think the biggest part of my bipolar that impacts me is that I hate structure and I am very impulsive. I am not concerned, I'm okay, you know, my medication is working very well, but now that we're seeing this is about to start, so now that we see that the spending is starting to get a little bit out of control and that our structure is not there and we're making bad decisions a little bit, it is time to self-correct before we start spiraling out of control. I just wanted to tell you guys, like, give you guys a little update about like what's going on with my mental health situation, and just tell you like it's completely normal, because I feel like a lot of the time we think, oh wow, like other people don't do this, but in reality someone with or without a mental health disorder is going to have some of the same struggles as us. So this, having issues with impulsively spending, or having issues with having a structure or wanting one, that is completely normal. And that just because we have a mental health disorder does not mean that we aren't the same as other people, that other people might not understand our struggles, that why are we like this? Because I think that's the biggest question, mostly with mental health disorders that make you question yourself. Even if you didn't have these mental health disorders, you would still probably have some of these like symptoms that we have with our bipolar or whatever the case may be. You would still probably have some of those as a typical person. So I just wanted to clarify that, because I know a lot of people, including myself, that sometimes it's just overwhelming and we're like, why can't we be normal? And in reality, this is normal. It's just we might feel it a little bit more than others. In case you guys are having a bad week, a bad day, or you just really need some help, as always, the links are below, and please like and subscribe. I love making my content for you guys, and I hope to see you guys again soon.